Everyone is talking about it. Your feed is full of short clips, leaked photos, mysterious box openings, and dramatic captions saying one simple thing: M5 has launched. But then people ask the real question: if M5 is already here, then where are the Pro and Max versions? Why does Apple always release the base chip first? Why do the powerful models arrive late? Is this a delay? Or is this strategy? Today, you are going to understand everything behind this move. Not just the dates, not just the rumors, but the real reason Apple is doing this. And by the end of this video, you will realize something shocking. The delay is not a problem. It is part of the plan. Let's start from the beginning. When the first M-series chip was introduced, Apple changed the entire computer industry. They proved that power does not need fans screaming. They proved that speed does not need heat. They proved that efficiency can beat raw electricity. Every new generation follows the same story. First, the base chip arrives. Then, months later, the Pro and Max versions appear. And every time, people think something is wrong. But nothing is wrong. Because Apple is not launching a chip. Apple is launching a timeline. This time, the base M5 appeared first. Short clips started spreading. Creators showed performance graphs. Benchmarks leaked. People saw huge battery life numbers. And instantly, everyone assumed the full lineup had arrived. But it didn't. Only the first piece of the puzzle was revealed. The Pro and Max versions are not missing. They are waiting. Now the big question: why does Apple always separate these launches? The answer is simple but powerful. Apple wants the spotlight to move step by step. If they release base, Pro, and Max together, people only talk about the biggest one. The smaller chip gets ignored. But when the base version arrives first, it becomes the star. Reviewers focus on it. Creators make videos about it. Tech pages write about it. And Apple controls the conversation. Then, just when the hype starts slowing down, the Pro and Max versions appear. And the cycle begins again. This is not delay. This is storytelling. Now let's talk about performance. M5 is built for everyday users. People who edit, study, design, browse, code, and create. It is fast. It is efficient. It is silent. It runs cooler than ever. But the Pro and Max versions are not for everyone. They are for creators. They are for filmmakers. They are for 3D artists. They are for engineers. They are for people who push systems to their limits. Those users need something different. More cores, more memory bandwidth, more graphics power, more thermal headroom. And that takes time to perfect. Because when Apple releases a Pro or Max chip, it cannot fail. It must dominate. That is why the base version arrives first. It is the test stage. It lets Apple collect feedback, thermal data, efficiency reports, and software behavior. Then they refine. Then they unlock the monsters. Now think about this. Every time Pro and Max arrive, they do not feel like upgrades. They feel like new generations. That is the effect Apple is creating again. Another reason for the delay is production. The advanced chips use bigger dies. They need better yields. They need higher quality wafers. And those take longer to manufacture. Base chips are easier to mass produce. Pro and Max need more precision. Apple waits until supply is stable. Because launching without enough stock would damage trust. And Apple protects its image at all costs. Now let's talk about software. Apple times its high-end releases with major system updates. That is when performance improvements unlock hidden power. That is when graphics engines are optimized. That is when AI acceleration becomes smoother. The Pro and Max chips will arrive with software that is ready to show their full strength. That is why they are not rushed. Now let's talk about rumors. Leaks say that M5 Pro will offer massive multi-core boosts. The graphics performance will jump again. Memory bandwidth will increase. AI processing will be faster. Video rendering will become smoother. M5 Max is expected to push this even further. Double graphics clusters. Extreme performance for creators. Support for more external displays. Higher memory ceilings. Faster media engines. But Apple wants the moment to be perfect. That moment is coming. This launch gap creates something powerful. Anticipation. People talk. People speculate. People wait. And when the Pro and Max finally arrive, the internet explodes again. 2 launches, 2 waves, 1 strategy. Now here is the truth. Apple is not behind. They are ahead. They are building excitement. They are controlling attention. They are designing the story. The base M5 opened the door. The Pro and Max will change the room. So when you see videos saying the powerful versions are late, remember this. They are not late. They are being prepared. And when they arrive, they will not feel like updates. They will feel like a new era. This is not a delay. This is a countdown. And the next chapter is about to begin. And now let's pause for a moment and talk about the real difference between M5 Pro and M5 Max, because once these chips arrive, people will want not just power, but clarity on what makes them different. The core of the comparison starts with performance. M5 Pro is powerful, but it's designed for creators who need more cores, more threads, and more bandwidth than the base chip. It boosts CPU and GPU performance significantly, making heavy editing tasks feel effortless, rendering timelines get shorter, effects apply faster, and complex workflows become more fluid. But M5 Max, that's a different level. M5 Max doubles down on graphics power. It pushes more GPU cores, more memory bandwidth, and bigger caches to deliver performance that rivals traditional workstation chips. If you are someone who works with ultra-high resolution footage, multiple external displays, and massive 3D scenes, the Max is made for that environment. Think of it like this. M5 Pro is the engine that accelerates your creation. M5 Max is the engine that obliterates the performance ceiling. The next difference is memory. M5 Pro supports generous memory, sizes and bandwidth that keeps applications responsive and multitasking smooth. M5 Max goes even further. It supports higher unified memory caps and wider memory channels, which means when you're working with huge datasets or big video timelines, the system doesn't stutter. Another key distinction is thermal design. M5 Pro is built to stay efficient and cool under sustained load, perfect for creators who need consistent performance. M5 Max, on the other hand, is designed to unleash maximum performance even if the system gets warmer, meaning it maintains higher clocks for longer when pushed. If we talk about real-world use, the difference becomes clear. For software development, moderate 3D rendering, and everyday creative tasks, M5 Pro already feels extremely fast. But for simultaneous high-resolution video exports, large-scale simulations, and extreme multitasking, M5 Max delivers more headroom, so your workflow stays uninterrupted even at the highest demands. It's like comparing a professional sports car to a race-tuned hypercar. Both are exceptionally powerful, but one pushes performance to the edge of what's physically possible. And that is the real essence of the comparison.